All right, this is the new Cres-Craft from Crescent, and we're going to get it out today for a little bit. I'm a little under the weather, so I'm not going to stay long, but I'm going to put my Garmin Force Current on this, which is an awesome kayak motor, and we're going to see what it does. Pick this up from Music City Outdoors in Nashville, Tennessee, and it's a big boat. Big boat. All right, we're set up. Not too bad. It is a big, heavy boat, but it's easily loaded in and out of the back of a truck. There's the Garmin. One of the greatest add-ons to a kayak I have ever made. That is an awesome, fantastic motor. We'll get to there. Not a bad launch. I'll let you know how it goes, but we're going to put it in the water. We're in the water. See what happens. Trying to do this and hold the phone. Not easy. Yeah, the stability is unmatched. Let me use my paddle and I'll pick the phone back up. You probably won't be able to see this. One of the things I was skeptical about was how it paddle. I know James Durbecker, the owner, said it paddles good. It actually paddles pretty good. I wish I could. I don't think I can go. Let's try this. Probably looking at the sky, but man, it paddles pretty good. And there it goes. It paddles pretty good. Tracks really well. I'll quit paddling. Straight line. That's impressive for a big boat. That's one of the things that I like that. I plan to use this in Florida for redfish. Man, it tracks better than most kayaks I've been in. With those sponsons, super high seat, no worry. I haven't stood in it yet. We got a little bit of chop on the water, be a good test for this motor. I had this motor on a big water 132 PDL, and it would do 5.4, 5.3, 5.4, 5.5. So I'm gonna drop it and let's get a speed. So let's talk a minute about stability. I'm standing 6'8", 280. And there aren't many kayaks that I'm comfortable standing in. The few that I can stand in, there's only maybe two, the Titan 12.5 Titan X and the Autopilot 136, where I felt comfortable enough to stand and cast. Most of the time, and the others I can stand, but if I felt like if I looked up and looked around, I was gonna fall out. Dude, I have missed being able to do this, but to be able to do it with the motor, I got the motor on 2 on heading hold, and I can just fish these banks standing up. I've missed being able to do that. Being 6'8" sucks. It's awesome when you're 18 years old. When you're 53, it sucks. It sucks. So many aches and pains. So big boat like this is built for me. So right now I've got it traveling at 18. There's 20 settings of speed. And at 18, we're doing 4.2. 17, we're going to drop to around 4. So I need to see, if you wanted to do 4 miles an hour, which is typically what I'll do, 4 to 4.5. See how long your battery will last. Let me see if I can do this one. So at speed setting 16, we're bouncing between 3.9 and 4, and my app says at this speed I can run for 3 hours, about 3.5 hours. So over 3 hours at 4 miles an hour, which I can handle that. You do get a little bit of turbulence in the back. I know on my big water when I'm going, there's nothing like that behind it. It's smooth as silk back there. So I know at 20, the amp draw is around 25, which would be about a 2-hour run time. We're gonna bump it up to 20 and see what we get. .6 to 4.7. So the big water 132 will do 5.4. It's 13 feet 2 inches long and is 36 inches wide. This is 13 and a half, 39 inches wide. But the back end on this, the volume carries all the way to the back. The big water, it tapers off like a kayak. So there's a lot more surface area in this. So I was hoping for 5. Little disappointed in that. Let me see. Of course, my battery is behind me. See what happens if I get weight forward, typically in a kayak. So if I get weight forward, .7, 4.8. So if I could get my battery in the front compartment, it would help a little bit. I got the seat as far forward as I can go. So with the Garmin Force, this is a 4.5 mile an hour boat. Like I said, if you throttle it back to 4, you can run 3 hours. So I was hoping for 5. I know that they say it will push the Bonafide XTR 5 miles an hour. I was hoping for that with this, but you know, running 4 miles an hour and have 3 hours, which as long as I'm keeping it at 4, I can fish out of this all day long and never run out of battery, because you're never running for 3 hours straight at 4 miles an hour. At least I don't. So I did stand in it, and the stability is what you would think it would be. It is super stable. So I'll get over here and we'll do some spot lock stuff and see how it does that. This motor has the wireless foot pedals, and I had to come up. This is kind of a contraption I made. It's not permanent, but it kept me from having to drill into the boat. And it's working pretty good. But I use the remote a lot, just with the, I don't know what they call it on this. It's autopilot. So we're cruising along at about 4 miles an hour. And the thing that jumps out at me is the comfort level. This kayak is so comfortable. For a big dude, I'm 6'8", 280 pounds, and this thing is so comfortable. So comfortable. With a seat, and it sits up high, and other than the speed, like I said, I wish I could have got 5 out of it. Leaning forward, I can get 4.8, so we're real close. I will sacrifice the speed for the stability and the comfort, because it's hard to get. I mean, if you're a big dude and you want a big stable kayak, you're going to sacrifice speed. That's just part of it. And the Garmin, in a 600 watt motor, to be able to hit 4.8 in this big boat is pretty good. It's really good. I know I had the inflatable that Innovative Sportsman make, and it's a big long kayak, a lot of surface area, and I had the NK180 on it, and it would just do about 4.6, 4.7. So this motor is, I mean, very much in line with the NK180. A lot quieter, costs a lot more. You pay for that quiet, but it's a lot quieter. Has anchor bode, and the heading hold. I love the heading hold. You can put it where you want it to go. Like I've got on heading hold right now, and say, I want to go that way. Well, I could hit the arrow buttons and turn it that way, or I can just turn the remote the way I want to go and push this button and look where we're going just by turning the remote. And it's great for when you're fishing a crankbait, because the crankbait, man, that boat will hold you straight line. You know, in other kayaks, crankbaits will be trying to pull you one way or another. So I really like it. It's not perfect. It's not going to be for everybody. Kind of here where I want to fish, but man, if you goose that thing, it will take off. And if you're not in a pretty stable kayak, you better be ready to hold on, because it's gonna flip. I mean, there's a chance you're gonna get wet. Even in this is 39 inches wide, and if I goose it one way or the other, which you learn, it takes a while. You know, if you ease into it, you get a real slow turn. I'm gonna goose it. But if you goose it, man, it's an attention getter, and it will turn in its own wake at full speed. So you better be ready. That's why I use the remote a lot, because when you use the remote, it doesn't do that unless you're manually turning it. So the pedals are awesome. But this is a fun boat. I really like this. I know what everybody's gonna say. He's on the bunch. He won't keep it. You don't know. You don't know. This may be the last boat. I could die tomorrow. I'll never buy another one. Who knows? But I love the comfort. As a guy in his 50s who's big, this is great. And the Millennium seat is super comfortable. I've got them in my boat. I have a Sea Arc. They're awesome. So I'm gonna do a little fishing. If I catch anything, we'll put it on here. But if not, love everything about the boat. Super stable, very comfortable. Not too heavy. I mean, it's 119 pounds. That's a heavy boat, but compared to others in its class, it's not bad at all. And I like it with the Garmin. I have no interest in putting. I do not want a bow mount. Don't like bow mounts. I know they're cheaper. Don't want it. But if you got the skiff model and put like a 6-horse and had the bow mount, that'd be a lot of fun. I'm not sure I'd feel really safe in it, but it'd be a lot of fun. But comfort, leg room, for me, that's hard to come by. So for all those, you know, I like everything about it. Speed, not quite what we wanted, but it's really close, really close. At max amp, which is max speed, which is 4.7, it's drawing about 27 amps, 28 amps. So with 24 volts, 50 volt battery, you're gonna run through that, you know, in a couple hours. So if you're, like I said, I'm comfortable running 4 miles an hour. That's faster than I could ever paddle usually. So I like it. I'm gonna fish some tournaments out of it. If I fish against somebody with an NK300, they're gonna beat me to the spot, but we'll see if it matters. But it's a lot of fun. Thanks, guys. One other thing, I've got the battery right behind my seat, so I can't turn all the way around. But I wanted to see if I was in a new canoe one time. It's got the 360 seat, but when you got to the side, you felt like you were going to fall in the water. So with this one, we're all the way around. I'm reaching in the back, all the way to the side, and it leans a little bit, but certainly do not feel like I'm going to fall in. So that's a plus. I like that. So when I get the battery, I'm going to move it to the front hatch. I'll be able to spin all the way around. And then if the wind, like it's blowing here, and I want to fish this direction, I could just fish off the back of the boat. Plenty of room to stand still. So that's awesome. Like that. First one, not big, but I'll take it.